Hello students, welcome to Programming with C and C++ online classes. And in today's session, I would like to explain about the concept of keywords and identifiers. In this class, we have to know about the keywords and identifiers. So actually in C language, around 32 keywords we have, 32 keywords. And these keywords are also called reserved keywords, reserved words. That means each and every keyword has the reserved functionality. Each and every keyword, around 32 keywords we have now in C language. These 32 keywords having the reserved functionality. So that's why we have to use only for that specific operation. If you have any requirement based on that, based on reserved functionality, so then only you can use that keyword only. Otherwise you cannot use at anywhere. Because of that has predefined functionality. So that's why it is called keywords or reserved words. Understand? So sometimes in our program we have to use our required names also. So for that also these reserved keywords are not usable. There is no chance to use for as a normal words. So that's why these are called reserved keywords. Now let us understand how many keywords we have, what are they, all those things, everything we have to see in this session. Now shall I start this session? Okay. Keywords and identifiers. Here keywords. Every C word is a classified as either keyword or an identifier. Either keyword or an identifier. All keywords have fixed meanings and these meanings cannot be changed. Because of these functionality, whatever the keywords, how many keywords we have? Around 32 keywords we have. These 32 keywords having the different functionality. Each and every keyword contain different functionality. So that different functionality, if you want to change, then it is not possible because of that functionality is fixed. So that's why we have to use as per our requirement only. If you want to change that predefined functionality, you cannot change. So that is restricted by the C program. Understand? Right. In C language, all keywords must have written in lowercase. All keywords must be written in lowercase. Why? C programming language is case sensitive. C programming language is case sensitive. Case sensitive. Case sensitive means if you use same words in uppercase and also lowercase then these two words are different. These two words are differently treated by C language. Differently treated by C language. For example, honey is the one word. Honey. So this is I use it in uppercase letters, and this is also different. So these both are conveying same meaning. These both words having to convey same meaning, but in C programming language, it is uppercase honey, it is lowercase honey. So that means the C programming language treating this one as a, treating these two words as a not same words. So both words having different functionality. So like that it can treat internally. Okay. So uppercase letters, lowercase letters using in different way. So if I mean that two words conveying same meaning also, so C programming language cannot ignore. It can treat as a two words, not only a same single word. So that means C programming language is case sensitive is nothing but this one. Understand? Right. Next point we have to see. Keywords serve as a basic building blocks for program statements. Keywords serve as a basic building blocks for your program statements. And for example, till now some programs I have used and some programs I have shown for you. So in that case, hash include stdio.h, and this is pre-processing directive. After that, void is the data type main function I am using. In that case, in previous examples, whatever the previous example I have shown, in that you need to take an example as a adding two numbers program I have used and adding two numbers program I have used in for explaining purpose. So adding two numbers demo. So here carefully observe, don't concentrate on complete program. So here x comma y, these two variables purpose, these two are variables, and for this purpose int data type I have used int data type. So here int is one of the predefined keyword, So int, this word contains one predefined functionality. It has some reserved functionality. So if you want to define any variables, if you want to declare any variables in our program, here x and y are the variables. So if you want to declare these two variables, here just I use that int data type. For what purpose? Actually int functionality is what? But diagrammatically I will show right now. So int functionality is int. So compulsory we need to use in the lowercase format because of the C programming language is case sensitive. Int functionality, int is a reserved keyword. Int is a reserved keyword. Basically we use this keyword for the declaring of variables and functions. Don't confuse. Diagrammatically I will show. Okay, diagrammatically I can show right now. And basically we use this keyword for the declaring of variables and functions. And here in the material, one word we have to find out here. And keywords serve as a basic building blocks for program statements. Keywords serve as a basic building blocks for program statements. Why it is called basic building block here? For example, now I am declaring one variable. Nothing but it is x variable. So like that, here I am using x equal to 10 is the value. Here x is what purpose we required? To hold the value. Whatever the values we have passed through the keyboard by the user. I mean, sometimes we want to expect some keywords. Sometimes we want to expect some inputs by the user. And for example, if you go to ATM, what it will ask? First it will put the, first it will insert the card. It will tell you na. So that means it is expecting as a card, as an input. When if you insert the card, immediately again it will ask one more input, nothing but as a password, right? Nothing but after entering password, compulsory that password holding purpose one variable required. Compulsory that password holding purpose one variable required. Nothing but pin. Nothing but pin. ATM example. For the input, pin input purpose, and pin is equal to, pin equal to 1 2 3 4. So for example, just assume your password, ATM password is 1 2 3 4. If you give the input in ATM machine 1 2 3 4 ATM machine, then that input will store into first one variable. So for that variable required here, pin variable, what purpose? If you enter any input, if you enter any input, for that pin required, if it is a ATM, understand? So like that, now I want to hold 10 value as a input. Now I want to hold 10 value into, now I want to enter 10 value by using input, by using keyboard. For that X variable required. So that's why variables are required here. So again, int y here required. Int, for example, if you write the statement in your program, for example, all of you carefully observe. Don't confuse here. Int is the data type, and also it is also one of the reserved keyword. So here in the program I have used this statement. That means into data type will give the memory space. Into data type will give the memory space. Nothing but a 2 bytes of memory it will give for us. It will give the 2 bytes of memory. 2 bytes of memory for X variable. For X variable. And the value store in inside of the X variable. Understand? And for that memory address also X 1 2 3 4 some memory value it will give. We cannot find out this one actually. We can, it is depending on C programming language. It will give the memory address depending on programming language. Every time it will not give same address. This is memory address. Okay. This is memory address. So 2 bytes of memory it will give the X variable. Understand? While executing time it will give the 2 bytes of memory for the X variable. And also here 10 value I have stored in. 10 means what type of variable here? What type of value? It is integers. It is int values. Numbers. Numbers means, so it is giving the information to the X variable. Here the data type is int. You need to accept only numbers. You need to accept only numbers. Understand? If you give int X equal to A, B, C, D, if you give like that, then the X variable will show the error. The X variable will show the error because of int is only accepting on int data type is only accept only numbers, not an alphabets. Understand? If you want to store alphabets, for that one more data type there, nothing but characters, character data type we have. Okay. If you want to save any alphabets in our variable, for that character data type, shortcut form is char. CHAR is the shortcut form. So for that we can use this data type only. So if you want to save any, if you want to store any alphabets in the X variable, char data type we need to use. But if you want, instead of alphabets, if you want to store any numbers, for that into data type is very useful. Into data type is very useful. So character is occupying. Here character data type will provide the 1 byte of memory for the X variable because of only one letter. Here I want to store only one letter. So for that character data type will give only 1 byte of memory for the X variable only. Understand? Here int data type will give the 2 bytes of memory. It's depending, actually int data type, it's depending on operating system. In some cases, for example, there are two types of operating systems we have in the Windows. Nothing but one is 32-bit operating system and also 64-bit operating system. So in the 64-bit operating system, it will give the 4 bytes of memory for us, for the X variable. It will give the 4 bytes of memory. But here, if it is 32-bit operating system, it will give the 2 bytes of memory. Understand? It's depending on operating system. So that is the functionality of this one. So that's why it is called, here it is building a block for X variable. Na? It is giving a block of space. So for the X variable purpose, the int data type is providing some space, nothing but some house it is creating for that X variable. So that's why it is called, it is a building block of a program statements. Here it is one of the statement, int x equal to 10 semicolon, ends with semicolon. So this entire line is called on statements. So for this X variable, it is providing some space and also it is giving some information to accept inputs. What type of inputs you need to accept and you need to store. So that information is giving to the X variable because of, based on this int data type. So that's why it is called, it is a reserved keyword and also it is a building block of statements, program statements. And C language contains around 32 keywords. A keyword is a reserved keyword. We cannot use it as a variable. Here it is a reserved keyword. Na? It is a reserved keyword. All of you carefully look at the screen. Int is the data type, X is the variable and 10 is value I am storing in X variable. So all of you carefully observe. Here X is variable, it is a data type. So if you want to use int comma int space int equal to 10, if you use this one, compiler will throw the error. Compiler will give the left and right for us because of this is a predefined reserved keyword. You don't use as a normal variable. So if you want to create any building block for any variable, here for this purpose, this data type we can use. So again, why you use as a variable, normal variable? Don't override this functionality and you cannot have a chance to override this functionality and also use as a normal variable. It will tell for us. Understand? So it is wrong statement. So instead of int variable, we can use any X or C or V or value, like that we can use. Understand? For example, a normal thing I am telling right now. Character is a data type and letter my variable. Here I want to store one variable, one letter. For that, simply I am using this one. Understand? So related variables I am using now, like that. And here this is reserved keyword and this is identifier and this is value. So this value is identified by only identifier. So in the computer programming terminology, a variables and a method, a function names are also called identifiers. Understand? Identifiers. So here it is identifying the value is with only identifier. Understand? So here now we have to see the C programming language keywords. So C programming reserved keywords also call it ANSI C keywords. So first one is character, short, int, long, float, double, enum, if, else, while, do, for, switch, case, void, static, and break, continue. So again break came na. Some keywords missed here. One more keyword required. Default, auto, register, extern, constant, signed, unsigned, go to, size of, type def, struct, union, volatile. So now one keyword missed here. Just we can search in the internet. Keywords in C. So around 32 keywords we have. Auto, double, int, struct. Yeah, I think struct keyword we forgot. Huh? Yes. So struct keyword is also there. Register. Yes. Register is also there. Case. Yes, case. Case is also there. Volatile, unsigned, while we forgot. Huh? While is there na? If, else. If, else. Elif, I think. I mean, else if. Huh? If, static, float, shortcode. Else. Type def. So simply I am removing this one. Don't worry. And simply I am copying, pasting. Around 32 keywords we have. These are the 32 keywords. And auto fitting this one. Right. So these are keywords. So each column contain 8 keywords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Okay na? So carefully observe. Auto, double, int, struct, break, else, long, switch, case, enum, register, type def, char, extern, return, union, continue, for, signed, wired. Do, if, statement, static, while, default, go to, size of, volatile, constant, float, short, unsigned. So around 32 keywords we have. These all those things is the reserved keywords. Do not use as a variable normal users. These are has the different functionality. So that's why we haven't used at normal uses. As per our requirement, we just simply use. So identifiers, all data types are also called reserved keywords, and all conditional statements keywords also call it reserved keywords. Along with all those things, some normal keywords also we have, and main is also one of the keyword. Main is also one of the function. Sorry. And to declare main function, why are we declaring na? So that means that is also one of the keyword. And next one, identifiers. Identifier refers to a names. Now we have to see the identifiers concept. Keyword concept is over now. So around 32 keywords we have seen right now. So each and everything has the different functionality while using time. So as per our project requirement, we have to use each keyword. Understand? And do not use as a normal variable like x. Okay. So identifiers refer to a names. Now our concept is identifiers. Actually, identifiers is also called as a names. Variables, functions, arrays, structures, and unions. Now we have to see the identifiers in internet. Is there any one more definition we have? So identifiers in C. Identifiers in C. So in Java, T point is the better option to learn identifiers. C identifiers represent the name in the program. Identifiers represent the name in the program. For example, variables, functions, arrays, structures, unions, labels. Okay, everything we have to. But all those things till now I haven't introduced it. But in this, variables also one of the concepts. Simply I explained it right now. X is one of the variable na, so that is also one of the identifier. And functions means wired main function we are using every time na, so that main is also one of the identifier. And remaining things, each and everything in the next classes it will come. So all those things also equal to identified by the identifier only. Understand? So total, sum, average, sum, etc. So any word if you use in C program, that is called one identifier. Here the difference between keyword is a predefined word and the identifier is the user defined word. Here differences we have to see. What is the difference between keyword and identifier? So keyword is a predefined word, nothing but it contains one predefined functionality. So it comes along with C software. But the identifier is a user defined word. As per our requirement, some variables we have to define now. So that variable names are also called identifiers. It must be written in a lowercase letter. So keyword is nothing but we must have to use always in the lowercase letters. Okay, because of already we have seen each and every keyword is in lowercase. Is there any uppercase letters we have? Nothing but capital letters if they use it. No, there is no uppercase letters. All are lowercase letter words. Combination of lowercase letters. So that's why compulsory we have to use in the lowercase format. Each and every keyword we have to use the lowercase format. But coming to identifier, it can be written in both lowercase letters and uppercase letters also. Both lowercase letters and uppercase letters also. Here carefully observe one example I given. Int x equal to 10. Okay, this is also one variable. And int capital letter also I can declare, no problem. But C programming language is case sensitive, and this is also one of the variable and this is also one more variable. These both are not same. Understand? Compiler can treat like this. C programming language compiler can treat like this. These both variables are different variables. Because of this is uppercase letter, this is lowercase letters. This is lowercase letter. So that's why. But while declaring identifiers, you can use both letters as per your requirement. Okay, but int is keyword, reserved keyword. So compulsory we have to use in the lowercase letters, in the combination of lowercase letters. So in the keywords, coming to keywords, its meaning is predefined in the C compiler. Yes, I already told you right now. So each and every keyword is a predefined functionality, contain a predefined functionality. So we can't override that predefined functionality because of there is no chance. Its meaning, coming to identifier, its meaning is not yet defined in the C compiler because of these variables declared by programmer only. These variables declared by programmer only, not only compiler. But these are the identified by only compiler. Int data type is identified by compiler and x variable is also defined by user but identified by the compiler. So in the identifying time, if you declare two times, one is uppercase letter and one is lowercase letter, it can treat as a two variables for the program. Understand? Right. Next, while coming to keywords, it is a combination of alphabetical characters. Like coming to identifier, it is a combination of alphanumeric characters. Alphanumeric characters. So all of you carefully observe keywords. So in the keywords, all are in lowercase letters, na? In the keywords, all are in lowercase letters, and it is a only alphabets. The keywords contains only alphabets. But while coming to identifiers, you can use any combination of alphanumeric characters. So here, character, name 1 2 3, and this is also a valid name. It can also accept. Understand? So this type of name identifiers also it can accept. But coming to keywords, whatever the keywords we have, simply we can use this word, that one. You no need to change that combination. If you use the char 3, then it will show the error, undefined symbol. It will show the error like that. So compulsory we have to use this one. It is a predefined keyword and it is a user defined identifier, and it can support a combination of alphanumeric, but it can support a combination of lowercase alphabets only. Next, it does not contain the underscore character. It can contain the underscore character. All of you carefully observe. If you give underscore symbol for the reserved keyword, it will show the error. So that means you no need to change that predefined functionality. But coming to your given variables, and this is also can accept by the compiler, because of this is user defined. Underscore name is also is a valid name, but this we can use sometime. Actually this is usable for student underscore name we can use. It give the between two words relation. If you want to give the relation for between two words, for that underscore symbol is very useful. But compiler can, C programming language compiler can accept this one also for the identifiers. But don't give the reserved keywords like this. It can accept, it cannot accept. Okay, na? So that is the difference between keywords and identifiers. So if you want to define any identifier, compulsory one data type must and should be required. Here for the student name purpose, character data type I have used it. Okay, and coming to if I want to store a number, for that int x equal to int student underscore number, for that 1089 I given. Understand? And this is int type values, it is accepting. So for the numbers purpose we can use like this. And this is also one variable, it is completely accepting only int type values. So that's why int numbers it can accept. So that information we are giving by using the data type. Understand? Right. So keywords and identifiers concept is also over, and in the next classes I will explain constants. So that is also very important concept, and actually constants also can define in two ways. One is by using constant keyword, and also by using hash defined pre-processing directive macros. Understand? Already that concept is also over in the preprocessor class and in the previous preprocessor class. How to declare the fixed values by using hash defined preprocessor directive in the preprocessors. But and also one more choice we have, by using constant keyword also we can use, we can maintain in our program as a fixed values. So in the next class I will explain about that constants concept. How many types of constant we have, and what is the constant, how many types of constants we have, and how to maintain the values, fixed values in the single time execution. So that concept I will explain in the next the next class. Thank you. Today I am going to ending this session, and you better to read these keywords and identifiers in the internet. Okay. Thank you very much.